What's up, guys? So here's a little intro. We lost a lot of footage. There's a lot of mismatched stuff and everything. I don't really have a good solid intro for this video. So this is the brakes, and I'm gonna show you some of the stuff. I had unboxed a bunch of stuff earlier last week. Lost those clips, found those clips, so they're not really in the relevant order, but I want to show you everything that came from Dialed In Autosports. And it's Autosports, not Motorsports. I messed up in the video, but Dialed In Autosports. Check them out, dialedinautosports.net. I share on the links in there. They're on the Facebook page. Check Facebook, Instagram, and I'm thinking about maybe even doing a Snapchat thing so you guys can see stuff I'm working on or whatever. Yeah, so here's a little intro. So the brakes, that's what this video is here, brakes video. Enjoy, guys. Again, sorry it's all messed up. Trying to get everything in order. It's been crazy since I got out of the hospital and everything, so there you go. Check it out. Enjoy. Guys, it is 5 o'clock in the morning, and I just finished editing the video from last weekend. Big plans today. I'm working till noon, and then we are doing the brakes. We're doing brakes, flaps, we're doing lug nuts, which is nothing, but doing lug nuts. We're going to paint the calipers with the H6 brake swap, so we're putting all that in today, fitting that all, hopefully the video up in a day or two. But check out this video. It's going to be up right now, so check it out. And again, thank you guys for all the love and everything. I'm finally back at the hospital. Everything's going good. I'm healthy. I'm back to normal. So, stay tuned. Bunch of Blobeye is going crazy. We're doing stuff nonstop. It's going to be awesome. Awesome summer. Awesome build. It's going to keep going, guys. So thanks for all the love, and continue, follow, all back. And I love to see how you guys build stuff too. So anything you got sent my way, I want to check it out. All right, guys. Take care.
The H6 rear brake swap comes from the Outback, 1000 Outback, and then it runs the same size calipers, it's just larger rotors. Oh. Yeah, looks like this could be quite interesting. Not making a mess with all these packing peanuts here. But then we have Cyrostop. This is Centric brakes. I don't know how to pronounce it. This brakes.
That's cryo.
Cryo. These are the rears or the fronts, because we're running them all the way around. Either way. These are the treated ones. The better of the two. I didn't want them to be rusty. They have black centers. They should look pretty decent. Out real quick. Yeah, so that looks good. Pretty sharp. See, this is treated here so it won't rust, unlike your regular brakes, which rust, because we don't want rust. Rust is not good. I'm guessing that's all that's in this other box here is the other set. But let's open it up. Bunch of Blobeye. So this all came from Dialed In Motorsports out of Pennsylvania. They guy's awesome, really good dude, really good prices, and he's really knowledgeable. Yeah, so this is the other set here. I'm guessing these are the front ones because they look like they're a little bit smaller. No, because the H6 bigger ones. So I'm pretty sure these are the fronts.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
These are the backs. I think. I don't know. Either way, guys, we'll figure out when we get there. But there's that. Pretty cool. Alright.
Don't break the table. Don't break the table.
Alright. This here is probably the mount. I had to get the mount offline because you have to change the caliper brackets on the H6. Yep, these are the caliper brackets for the rear upgrades. So the big thing is, it's like about 1.5 inches bigger calipers. We'll go ahead and we'll paint these pink along with the rest of the caliper too when it comes time. The point of this is so they're about the same size front and rear for brakes, because the factory rear brakes on the WRX, like you guys probably know, suck, at least for the 04, 05, 02, 03 body style. So newer ones have the bigger 6-pots and 4-pot brakes, but we just needed to upgrade that whole mess because my brakes are awful. It doesn't even stop. It is absolutely terrible. So then we got here, guessing, what we got is the StopTech pads. And StopTech Street Performance pads, they're like kind of the first like tier of performance pads. They're not crazy expensive. And we also got the Motul, or however you pronounce it. Don't give me shit, guys. I'm sure I spelled it wrong. I'm not prepared for this right now.
Spelled it wrong?
Fluid. Pronounced it wrong. Whatever. Good performance fluid. It's important to have that too. Good brand fluid. We're gonna bleed it all out. And then should be everything. Yeah. Just the other set of pads to go with there. The only thing that I need to get still is the clips that go into put the pads in. It takes the clips from an 0203. But if you guys have an 0203, unlike the 0405 of my body style, you don't have to worry about that. But so I only get those locally. But yeah. Break the lug nuts loose. Get that going. We're gonna jack it up, pull the tire off, and see what we're working with here. I have a key for my lugs because I have lug nuts that came on it when I got the car, and we'll have a different key for the pink lugs that came with it as well. So. You know, it just depends on what you guys have as far as what size it is and everything, but it's something you should know anyways. If you never change your tire, you're probably not going to be doing your own brakes. If you are, more power to you. Awesome. Got to start somewhere. Brakes are something you should definitely start with. Guys, PV blaster. Spray the shit out of it. We got two 14mm bolts we got down here, and we need to spray it to get it clean because you are not going to get these off unless you spray it. This thing's probably been sitting. You can see how bad off it is. It's pretty rough. You know, there's not much left here. It's pretty warped. We'll look at them better once we get it off the car. But basically, just these two bolts here. We're going to take them off. They're 14mm, and then we pull it off. That's step one. Well, two, because we have to wait. Alright, guys, we're just going to pop the pads off now. Okay, see what's going on here. We've got these clips down here, so we're just going to pop them off. Actually, pause that. Alright, so we're going to remove the caliper. We're going to remove from the line there. It's 12mm. Go ahead and remove that there. And we can pull that aside. So we're changing the fluid, and it's good to do that anyways. You really should change the fluid when you do your brakes. So just remove that, and then it should come completely free. There is a little washer, it feels like, in there. Yeah, don't lose the washer. By all means, don't lose the washer. This might shoot fluid everywhere. I don't really know. Sorry, guys.
It's an adventure for everybody.
It shouldn't do much fluid unless you're pressing on it because it's in the lines. I mean, now the line's open. That's completely off. This is full of fluid. There's a banjo bolt there like it would be in a turbo. So I'm going to pull that off, and I'm just going to put it back on here. Plug the hole. Keeps the washer in there. Yeah, it's just like a little turbo bolt. I dealt with those a lot on my 08. Goddamn banjo bolts. Oil and Subarus are like the worst. So that's off, so we can move that forward. Alright, next step. I guess we'll just hold this up out of the way, push it up out of the way, in hopes that it doesn't leak all day. Because it is gravity, I would assume. At that angle, it's probably fine. It's probably not going to drip. Two bolts back here. I believe that they're 19s, I think. I don't know. They're pretty big. That 19 there. It's 18. Yeah, it looks to be like it's a 17mm. Pull those off and we can get that caliper bracket off because we're going to paint this whole thing, so we'd rather do it the right way instead of doing it on the car. We'll pull them off, scrape them down, clean them out. It looks like I can't get in there properly. The socket. Maybe we can get this here. We'll spray those down with PV Blaster as well. And then, oh, is that leaking right there? Just running down the car. All right, yeah. And then pop these off. Next step. All right, so once you get those two bolts off,
sec here. Just press away. That's off. Put those back with it, so you don't get anything lost or confused. Here. This comes right off. Oh my god, this thing. Come on. So rusty. As you can see there. There we go. The old ones are off. They're pretty bad. Pretty bad. Cool. Alright, so we got that off. Go ahead, slide the new ones on, and then we're gonna paint everything. So we'll set that stuff aside. We could do them one at a time, or I guess we could do one side and then the other side. But maybe we'll jack the other side off and do the fronts first. Get both the fronts done, and then we'll tackle the backs. So we'll do that now. I'm just loosening up the lugs here on this side, and then we're gonna take this wheel off. Same thing, get it going, get it off, get everything up. Do both the fronts together, paint them, put it back together, and then we'll do the backs, which will turn the car on so there's more room. But it's easier to do it that way because we got to do one at a time, or we could do both because we got 2 jack stands and we got to paint them both. Might as well do both at the same time. What's up, guys? So we're just spraying it down now with brake cleaner. Try to get like all this shit off it, and then I'm gonna scuff them down. Sandpaper. It's not really that big of a deal. It's when you use etching primer, it kind of sticks to it, but just kind of get off the top layer of drum. It'll come out just that much better. A lot of people do it on the car and never even go through this process, but since we're changing everything, we might just do it correctly. The GTI has arrived. Man of the hour, Mr. Mulatto himself. What's up, buddy? What's going on?
Chilling.
How you doing?
What are we doing?
We have got the fronts off. We're sanding them down, getting them ready. We are going to etch them. Etching primer first, and then what is it? Yep.
This is wood sandpaper.
That is Cherry Blossom, aka STI Pink.
AKA wood sandpaper?
Yeah, we're using wood sandpaper.
It's like I could wipe my ass.
Dude, I had it. Like, it says for professional results. Well,
feel it. Just
not really.
What's the grit?
It's 320 grit. It's pretty. So we're just kind of scraping it down enough so there's some get off the top layer of crap. I would have used heavier grit stuff if we had it, but this is just something I had laying around the house because it's budget Blobeye, dude. I'm not buying stuff I don't need to buy.
It's fucking
sand.
Turns out, you know how
$3.
we went and bought this. We went and bought a bottle last night. I had a bottle. This is an old bottle. I didn't even use the bottle of brake cleaner that we had. So
$3 for sandpaper would be too much. That would be budget Blobeye. That would be off the budget.
every dollar is a dollar spent that can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing the last of the primer now. This is etching primer, so it attaches to metal. Kind of gives the service. I don't really have to do the bottoms, but like we're just kind of getting everything because why not? We have it off. Might as well just get everything, get it as clean as you can. Just try to stay out of the cylinders themselves. I don't think it's a big deal, but there's no sense in really painting over it. So.
Did you hear that?
Here goes nothing. STI Pink. I'm gonna start really light in the first coat. I don't want it to run. I'm not really sure how it's gonna lay out because this is kind of a weird paint. It's made for body panel. I'm just gonna go on light.
That's pink, all right.
I want the first coat just to be real light, and then we'll worry about kind of filling it in. I imagine it's gonna take quite a bit of coats, but there's not a lot of parts here. God damn, is that bright. Even one coat's gonna stick out like a sore thumb, you know?
Oh, I'm dying shit.
This paint's actually really, like, not bad.
Pink. Thank you.
Alright guys, we're tossing on the rotors. Oh, so much cleaner. Like so much better. Look at that. I love that they're black and treated too, so they're not gonna rust, guys.
It's worth it. Pay the extra little bit of money and get the ones with the black. So they don't want to end up looking like those disgusting ones that came off. You guys saw them. All that rust. This is just a better quality. You know, it's going to look so much better with the pink on there too. We're finishing that up right now. I'm going to slide that back on there, put the pads in, put the caliper over top, line the lines back up, put the lines back on, and we're done with the fronts. Alright, so now we're just tightening this, putting it back together. Just reversed order, guys. Everything you took off, same thing, they reversed order. So we'll start with the bracket. Get the bracket on there, tighten that down, put on the clips, put on the pads, put on the calipers. We get it on there now. Go ahead and slide it in place. Very cool. Yeah, man. Good. Tire going back on. And then, oh yeah, that looks so good. These lug nuts are gonna work. I don't think these lug nuts are gonna work, dude.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh. Not gonna work. You have to put the old ones back on. That sucks. Well, it's all part of the game. Guess I'll be sending those back and find something different. Same thing. Here you go. Same thing. We're gonna put these ones on here. I can get it in place here. There we go. Yep, on there. God, they look so good. Sweet. Next, we're gonna start on the back. Finally, we already broke them loose. Same process as the front, more or less. Start dragging it up, and then go from there. All right. So first up, obviously, we get the wheels off. So we're doing the H6 swap. So H6 is the outback rear brakes. They're large, about an inch and a half bigger. So first step we're gonna do is take off the caliper, take off the caliper bracket. Then we're gonna take off the heat there, the dust shield, dust pan thing. And then obviously we can pull. We can pull the disc off first, and then pull that off. It's quite a process. It's a little more involved than doing the fronts. It's not just as simple as changing it, but basically everything's coming off. The only thing that we're reusing is the caliper itself. Everything else is coming off and not going back on. So we'll start with these two bolts here. They are the same, 14, and then the back bolts. Take off the caliper bracket, same thing. Take the caliper bolts out, take out one, don't take it all the way out, leave it in a little bit, and do the other one, because if not, the whole thing will turn. So it's easier to get one started, and you can start the other one, because if not, the whole thing will turn, like so, and you won't get it off. Pro tip, budget Blobeye.
Budget Blobeye.
Got those bolts off, so I'm going to pop this off here, and we're going to go ahead and pull off the 10mm bolt holding on the line here. And once we get that off, actually I lied, it's 12mm. Once we get that off, let that comes out freely. Just do that here. And it doesn't have much leverage. I should have took it off beforehand. Yep, definitely should have done that. Yeah, okay, so maybe pro tip there too. Take that off first. That way you have some kind of leverage for it, so it can't move. Because right now it has free range of moving, and you have no way to hold it in place. Okay. So, like I said, loosen that up first, and then pull this whole thing off. So get them all loose. You got a banjo bolt in the back side of this with a washer. Don't lose the washer, and your fluid's gonna go everywhere. Have a little cup ready. I used a little like this. Let it kind of float out. Put it underneath. Kind of keep it out of the way. It's gonna drip. That drip. Take your banjo bolt and your washer, put it back in. Twist it back into this and tighten it in there so it doesn't go anywhere. It's gonna leak. That's just the only way around it. But keep it all together. Don't lose that washer. It's big. Not as important as a turbo, but still pretty goddamn important because it's your brakes. So now, let's get this off here. Wiggle it, and we're off. There you go. Then you just take off these two last bolts here, and this whole thing comes out, and we're going to toss this because we're not even using these because we've got bigger brackets for the bigger discs on the H6 swap.
It's off now, so now we just take this off here. We're done with that. We never have to use this piece of shit again. All done. Now we gotta pull these ridiculous things off here. The correct way to do it, actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this off first, and then we're gonna take that off. But before we do anything, we're gonna paint these pink so they have time to dry. We're just sanding down the calipers because we need to do the back calipers. We're gonna be painting them. And then we have the new brackets down there, but we don't need to sand those because they're brand new. So we're just gonna edge primer those. We'll paint all that after, but we're doing that right now. Doing the etching primer. We're gonna prime over everything. So etching primer goes on metal to make paint bond. That's the whole point of it. So we're gonna primer everything, get it all the same shade. And then we'll do the pink. Alright, so now we're just going to do the underside. I'm just trying to get the whole thing. Now you can see the front side here, you're going to see more. Primer the whole thing, get it all together. Just because it'll look, even if it's not pink, it'll look silver, which will look better than rust in the factory. Kind of whatever it looks black there. And then these here need to be primed because they're blank. There's nothing on it. We don't want them to rust. So this primer is going to seal the bare metal. So you definitely want to look at your new brackets and really get those clean. Again, these are your H6 brackets that come off with the conversion, which some people might buy them used, but I just bought them brand new because they're not that expensive, and new parts are always good parts. Even though it's just budget Blobeye, it's not worth it to really dig through a junkyard for over 10 bucks for me. Alright, so we're doing the pink now. Light coats first, like same as the front. Get the first little bit on here. I'm starting with the bottom, I'm going to do the top because I want to take more time on the top. I'm just going to get the bottoms just so they all match. You can see we're getting a little worn out here. It's a long day. We're about 6 hours into this process. It doesn't normally take this long, but it's taking us this long because we're trying to do it slow and video the whole thing for you guys. So now we're just doing the tops. And this one is, we're going to take more time on this because this is the part you're going to see. So light coat first. And then, once it bonds better, heavier coats. And we're going to try to get it nice and shiny. Alright, so you get these two holes here, the 10mm bolt holes. Just find a couple 10mm bolts if you got them laying around, I guess, or you could go buy some. Twist them in here, tighten them down. So, it's using leverage, you can see this moving here, pulling the brakes off. Because it's attached to that back drum setup. This works really well to push against it to pop it off, so you don't have to beat it with a hammer and everything else. And it's off.
Oh.
Cool. Last step. Typically, most people would drill out these here, but I got this old trusty axe, and I'm going to break it off. Now, you see all this rust going in here? Yeah, don't do that. That's not a good idea. We're going to handle that after. But, bust it off. About all you can do. Or you could break the rivets off like a normal human being, but I don't have anything here to drill it off with. It's late at night, and I want to get this done. So, I'm just going to beat the shit out of it until it comes off. Alright, so we are installing the new bracket. This is off the H6. It bolts in just like the other one there. We got the drums back on. Same process, just reversed. Just that this bracket's a little bigger, shaped a little differently. And then we have new clips. If you have an 02 and 03 Bug-Eye, you don't need new clips for the calipers, but if you have the 04 like I do, or the 05, you need to have the clips from an 02, 03 Bug-Eye. It's just because the calipers, or the pads, are out of that. And you just pop the calipers in. I'm guessing this little clip goes on here. Put that there. And then you put the back one in. And then the caliper itself, and we're good. Alright Okay, so you're gonna take the little extender things that come off the old brackets here and put the new lube on them, or grease, sorry, rather, and throw them in the new brackets here, and that's what your calipers bolt to. So yeah, do that.
It's like
Vlada, what are we doing?
fucking nothing.
Alright, you good? Ready?
Should I be doing anything?
Hold on, just wait. Keep your foot down the pedal. Alright, now pump the fuck out of the beginning of the water. Make sure you're keeping fluid in it. What's up, guys? First actual drive with the new brakes. I'm driving about 45 minutes south of my hometown to a little car meet. Kind of laughing at that thing. I didn't have much going on tonight, so I posted my old Facebook thing going like, what's going on? And this guy, Jason's like, yo, come down to this meet. It's about 45 minutes from my house, so we're heading there now. The car's awesome. I love the brakes. It's definitely so much better. I can actually stop now. And they feel really strong. I mean, I don't ever upgrade brakes, really. I've never had a car with really good brakes. This is like my first time actually doing a brake upgrade. I'm usually that guy that's like, oh, let's just make it extremely fast and drive on shit brakes. Well, this time around, I got decent brakes. Well, they're good brakes. For a budget build, they're perfect. Definitely worth it. But yeah, so we're headed there now. My buddy Ross is behind me in his Blazer. We got Mulatto meeting us there in the GTI. And then my buddy Jake's meeting us in his wild car. I posted that on Instagram the other day. You guys will see it. It's a Toyota Paseo. It's got my kid's hand. Same build he did. So that's pretty cool that he's coming down too. We're all meeting there. There's a bunch of cars already there, I guess. It's like 7 to 9 or 6 to 9 or whatever. So we're headed there now. It's like 6:30, so we're a little late. But